Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Neysa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective. Your good love deserves an encore. That's how my hair looks like. I sing like that.
You are giving R&B 90s short hair realness. Go ahead and hit it, Tony Braxton. Okay, give us a little Monica.
Just one of them days.
Anita Baker?
Oh my gosh, you're my angel. Anybody else?
What's the short hair realness?
That was it. Singers, wasn't it? Singers.
Yeah, I guess so. Somebody else will pop in my head later on, but yeah.
And I got you. Just say the name.
No, I know. There's a fly in my house. It's buzzing around. And since I don't have my contacts on, I really can't see it until it gets in my face. So.
And her house is clean. I could vouch for it.
It is. I just got new flowers. I think it came in with my flowers. So.
What? We be mad. I don't go. Black people would be so mad if you let a fly in the house.
Yeah.
Like,
because you know it takes forever to get it out. Knowing they only live 24 hours, right? So how the same fly in my house 5 days from now? It don't make no sense, but it will be. And I'm like, you just having friends over? Like you open the doors for people? What's going on?
It'll be in the windowsill.
Right. Like, and you hear it and it's annoying. So
yes. Don't be the one to let it in. You're gonna get fussed at. You don't let these flies in my house.
Girl.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry.
You can't leave the door open because bringing it outside.
Oh, we didn't say hello. Hello.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Hi. I'm Faith.
I'm Neysa.
And this is
the Go Ladies podcast. That was pretty good. The little back and forth cadence.
That was cute. It was real cute.
It was giving.
Oh, yes. Okay, what are you giving? What have you been up to?
Work. What? Every week I come in here and say, what have I been doing? Work. And then I've been doing some community service work for the university.
Good.
An affinity group that I'm now on the e-board of. So just been doing some work with them. So it's near and dear to my heart. So I can't complain. But it's been a lot of work here recently. But it's gonna reap dividends for generations to come. So I'm excited about that part.
Communications without telling me you work in communications. Go ahead.
And then what else? Oh, I went outside this weekend.
Thank you. That's what I'm getting to. Go.
I did. Okay, so a lovely friend of the show, Latoya, came in town from Atlanta. And so a group of friends and I all went to STK and had a marvelous dinner. And it was just so good. It was so good. We laughed and we drank and ran up the bill. Like the minute we started ordering stuff, it was like, oh yeah, we want one of those too. Give us one of those two. We need two of them. We need two. We need two. You know, I immediately heard my daughter in my head talking about, I can't wait till I'm 40 and order stuff like drug dealers too. I'm like,
yes, that's right.
Correct, because we're going to order what we want and we're going to pay for what we want and have a good time. So it doesn't happen every day, but when it happens, we go hard and it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is. That's what makes it fun. And then you get to try things all around. Like, yeah, order that, get that. How's that taste? Like, yeah.
Just a good time. I didn't know STK bought you shots. And so that was very interesting. The lights go off. They come out the little sparklers. They bring the whole restaurant shots. I was like, oh, yes. So, and then, we had to have the livest table because they bought us extra shots. So,
Exactly.
This is how we are. We're fun. We're out. So after that, we went to EGMC. Shout out to that another Black-owned business. We love EGMC. They also own Slim and Husky. And so had a lovely little just nightcap there, which is funny. I got the drink called the nightcap, and it comes with a condom on the side, and I thought it was kind of cute. I'm like, oh, super cute. I know. It was cute. It was. It was very cute. I'm like, okay.
Did it have rum in it?
I mean, come on now. You know me.
Okay. That's a rum
It's
drink.
gonna be rum or bourbon. Let's be honest. So, I mean, I do vodka from time to time, but it's very rare. If I'm doing vodka, normally Carrie Kelly, who's also from the show, is making the drinks.
Yeah.
But I lean towards dark. I like the browns.
I'm sure you do.
So yeah. So what have you been up to?
The usual. Work. We always say work. I guess we should ask, like, what new have you been up to?
That's true.
The street.
She's always in the street. Like, I'm always working 1,012 hours. She's always in the street.
I am.
She outside.
I do. And it's summertime still, especially here in Tennessee, y'all. People, like, there are no real seasons. Summer dominates for the most part. Like, you get a little touch of winter and then it's summertime.
That's all I want. I don't even want that part.
Right. So yeah, it's hot here. So I feel things can go on, like you can be out longer compared to other cities. What was I up to? Well, I had the realization that I'm too old for a lot of things. One of them being the Greek picnic here that they had in Nashville. They have them all over the country. Atlanta Greek picnic is like the biggest one.
You too old for Atlanta too.
I know I'm too old for Atlanta. I know, definitely. But the funny thing is, when I heard someone say, like, they really wanted it to be more like a reunion for older Greeks, but like the younger ones just, they've taken it over, and that's fine.
It gives Neo energy. It just gives Neo energy.
True. So I went to National Greek Picnic, one, to support my line sister, who was a host. That was the main reason for going. She was one of the co-hosts.
She looked lovely too, by the way.
Yeah, I love her. Anyways, shout out to Marissa. So that's the main reason I went. But in true auntie fashion, got there early because I'm gonna get a parking spot.
That's important.
It's important. I got a good spot too. Second, we had to figure out where we were going to like set up shop because we have chairs because we're old. So it's a picnic like that for us. We're not standing up the whole time. Who bringing the cooler? Who got the tent? So we had our whole little area and, it worked for us, but I was called ma'am like 3 times.
Here's the thing, you could have done all that at any miscellaneous park without paying for a ticket.
That's true.
Like, y'all don't have to be there anymore. Y'all can bring your speaker and just post up at the park. Like we did for your birthday that one year. And it'd be the exact same thing for y'all, or for us, our age group.
And I know that. Like I said, I really wanted to just support my line sister. That was the main thing. But yeah, it was interesting being there. I was like, God, I'm so old. I'm so old. And it was so hot. Oh God, it was hot.
Tell me about the outfits you saw.
Okay, well, you all know that this is a podcast for a certain demographic. So yesterday's price is not today's price. Body positivity is at an all-time high. And I'll admit, Neysa and I talked about it. I struggle with a lot of what I see on younger women. I do. So it was a lot of, they make it in my size, I'm gonna wear it. And I'll leave it at that. It was a lot, like it came in my size. This gut is out. This ass is hanging, the cheeks is out the bottom of the shorts. The muffin top is topping. And they don't care. They don't care. It is what it is. This is what my lines, we voted on. This is what we gonna wear to the picnic. This is what we gonna wear to the picnic.
So, look, I think that people should be confident and empowered in their own bodies. I will believe this for anyone. I will go to bat for anyone to be confident and empowered and love their own body, no matter what state it's in. However, I just think you should put your best foot forward. And everything is not for everybody. I know I have a big derriere. So, what you say?
Ass for days.
I do. And it's a little bigger right now because, them COVID pounds and them sedentary pounds are on it. And so it's all back there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dragging the wagon.
Yes.
But I am conscious of what shorts and pants I wear because of the wagon. I wear some shorts, but I can't have this cheek hanging out the bottom of the short. That's just not going to happen. Like, if I have that happen, then I'm normally in my house and I'm about to go to bed and probably have to go to bed with somebody's son. So there's a reason the cheeks are out. Yeah, I don't understand people with the cheeks out or whatever parts out for all the world to see. That's just me. Do you?
It's it's not, I wouldn't say a touchy subject, but you have the people that the why do you care people, but because we do. And for me, speaking as a bigger woman, I do want to see some bigger women do better, in my opinion. So, there were some young ladies there, and I do mean young ladies because these are kids. And I just want to be like, girl, we could have remixed this. You still would have been fly. You could back to put your best foot forward. So, but for them, they was killing it, and that's all that matters to them. So
here's my other pet peeve, which is just my own old people pet peeve. I readily admit this is an old people pet peeve.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies who are in Greek organizations, this is for all of us, not just for one, it's for all of us.
Okay.
Before you go to an event that you know that you will be strolling or training, whatever you call it, please jump up and down in your mirror and see if your titties go the same way. If your titties go like this, then the bra is not appropriate. Thing you are trying to do. I base if I'm a stroller or not on what bra I have on. I have been places before and the song comes on, like, come on out here. And I'm like, I can't. I cannot, as much as I want to.
Yes.
I cannot. Because these girls are not contained appropriately for that motion. I think people don't look in the mirror. Like, they put on the outfits and then they just go out the house. And you got to try, like, dress rehearsal some outfits. Homecoming outfits. My homecoming pep rally outfit and happy hour outfit, 9 out of 10 has a very secure bra underneath it. Because I know me. And when it all comes on, I'm out there. And my girls need to be out there with me, but contained and go in the same direction I'm going in.
Yes.
And everybody don't do that.
They don't. Undergarments we've talked about this. They aren't, for younger generation, it's not.
They'll be without undergarments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're not they're not a factor anymore. And even I look at how like shapewear and stuff is marketed even. Like you had Spanx, it sucks you with, like you would hear those words. But now Skims is like, Kim Kardashian's line, like, look how good it feels on your skin. Or even Lizzo's line, Giddy. You don't hear the phrases and the language of shapewear. You know what I'm saying? Like they're very intentional, I guess, to try to get away from even using that language.
It almost feels like athleisure more so than support garments.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that what it is? Because I don't need biker shorts for $25. I get those for 10.
I've heard the Skims they suck you in. I've heard that from multiple people.
I've heard that as well. But I'm just like.
But young girls, they don't shapewear. What? You getting all of it, and that's your problem if you have a problem with it. That's what it is. Yep.
Bless them.
Bless them. That's it. So that's my update. Moving on.
So you gonna go back next year?
She might be hosting next year, but I might not. It wasn't bad. I want to be very clear. It wasn't bad. I was just I'm old. I'm like, why am I here? It ain't no young boys to look at, like, because they like real young. It wasn't like a 30-year-old, like, oh, hey, what's up? So like,
He's 20 something. He a baby.
You nephew for real. You my nephew.
You literally my licensed son. Like,
right. Hello. Like, no. I don't know. We'll see.
No. I remember I was headed out. This has been a couple of years ago. And I was headed out and this guy tried to talk to me in line. Now, number one, I was married at the time. So I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, blah, 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 blah. And I heard the number, but I heard the last number. So I'm like, oh, do you know so-and-so and so-and-so? And he's like, mm-mm. I'm like, well, what about so-and-so and so-and-so? He's like, mm-mm. I was like, either he faking to be Greek or what year did you cross again? And then he said the real number out loud. I was like, oh, no. Like, oh, ooh, no. Not only am I married, you're also somebody's child. Like,
right.
no.
Yeah. Can't do it.
When I say somebody's son, I mean somebody who's 70 or 60 son. I don't mean somebody who's 45 son. That's not the son I want.
That's it. I did have some really good vegan nachos. I just want to point that out. It was from a food truck called Trippy Vegan here in Nashville, Black owned, and it was good. The nachos was fire. Anyways, so I know how you feel about it. Thank you, but nevertheless,
I didn't say a word. I did not. Did I say anything against the? I support Black-owned businesses and Black-owned vegan businesses. They can be great too.
They had a lot of different food trucks as well, so they had options and they had vendors and people selling stuff. So anyway,
I'm all about it. That's not my thing, and that's my business, as Tabitha would say.
And that's my business.
So yeah.
Okay.
So, everybody's business. Let's talk about everybody's business. Y'all ready?
B or what?
Of course.
Okay.
Because everybody's been in her business and Khaleesi's business. And,
Lord.
And so let's talk about it. You had to have been on Mars if you didn't know Beyonce dropped the album last week. Because she did. She dropped the album. And I think it was very, very, very anticipated. Like everybody was counting down.
Right.
Sit up to midnight to listen to it. Not me. What are we gonna do? When's the concert dropping? All those different things.
You gave thoughts real quick. You gave your thoughts. So go to our social media. Neysa gave her thoughts on it, but go ahead.
I gave my initial thoughts that morning because I did get up and I did play it while I was getting ready for work on that Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And you can read my full thoughts, but I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I do. Yeah. And as I said, the comments that I posted, I just feel like this is a good album if you get ready to go to the club. Like when you're getting ready with your girls and you're like, put on your eyeliner. That's what you do. And you listen to this. Your car on the way to the club. It was not me getting ready for work music. It really wasn't. And it wasn't hype enough to make it me getting ready for work music. Sometimes you need a little city girl so you get your attitude together in the morning to go to work, but it wasn't that for me either. So what did you think about it? We can go deeper in a second. What are your initial thoughts?
See, my initial thoughts. Yeah, I did not. And Beehive be damned. No, I'm joking.
I'm coming for you right now.
I know.
And me too, so it's okay.
No, my initial thoughts, I've only listened to the first 3 songs. I was not let me get up, stay up. She dropped it. I didn't listen to it the next day. Like I waited some days and then I was like, I guess I'll listen to it. And I listened to the first 3 songs. It's a vibe, but I wasn't wowed by it. And for me, you all have heard me talk about it. I really love music. Music is very spiritual for me in a sense. So I know I'm being deep, but it really is.
No, dude, look at you being deep. Go ahead.
Music is very spiritual for me. I mean, and I grew up in music. My mom was a vocal teacher, but my whole family played instruments. But anyway,
can she teach me?
You want her to teach you how to sing?
Yes.
We can work something out.
Oh, I want to take some lessons.
Yeah, mom was a voice teacher. She taught choir, everything.
Oh, I'm about to say.
That's how her undergrad, she had a vocal scholarship.
I'm about to say, y'all.
See? Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't wowed by it. It just didn't speak to me in the way that is speaking to some other people. And the thing that's interesting to me, and I love Beyonce. Me and you both, we love Beyonce, but just because you might not everything is for everybody. So
Yes.
I like what you said. You're gonna listen to it again. I plan to listen to it, but it might be going out, just different scenarios. But initially listening to it, I was like, okay.
So I heard people say this is her best work ever. I think they're reaching.
Yeah.
They're reaching. And look, she is Beyonce.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying she reached her pinnacle yet. She can still have 20,000 more years ahead of her and something that's even better than, but the Lemonade, I think was at this point, my take on it's her pinnacle work. I think that album was very much so, I don't know, concise and tied together and told a full story from beginning to end. And then when you pair that up with 444 and then the Carters, that little trilogy together, I think that was masterful. This one I feel like is good.
Yeah.
You know, I think there is some artistry. I think that as an artist in the quarantine, she has the right to explore new music and go in a different direction because she can, right? I mean, she has nothing to prove to anyone. But as a consumer of her music, I will say that this one just isn't really it for me.
Right. Really. And it might not be for us, but like I said, me and you, we both love Beyonce.
Of course. Yeah, she dropped a concert. I'm going.
Yeah, we're going to have a concert. It's nothing like that. But yeah, sometimes artists you love, I feel like you love them so much that, you may give them a pass. It's like, but it's Beyonce. And it's like, Beyonce's human. And, it's okay.
It depends on what you stand in. Like for me, I was that way for Lauryn Hill. When Lauryn Hill dropped the Unplugged, like I was like, oh, I love it. And the people are like, she only played 3 notes and it ain't the best. And I'm like, no, you don't understand, because I was diehard Lauryn Hill. But so I get how you being a fan can also cloud your vision.
Absolutely.
Which is valid. I mean, I swear that The Rock deserves an Oscar every time he comes on the screen. He deserves an Oscar. I mean, that man put in work. He's a thespian.
You go. I, again, as a music lover, Nasir Jones dropped a project called Magic. Not his best work. Especially after King's Disease and King's Disease 2. He won Grammys for that. Magic came out of nowhere, even though I knew he was working on it. But
he was in the studio.
I knew. But it's not my favorite, I was like, it's okay. So
I get it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'll listen to B again. I gotta be in the zone, I guess, for it.
Definitely. But we'll be out there again and we'll be at the concert. And I will say her body stick though. I like the fact that her girl woman naked body was outside. Like I like it. Like the body's sick.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But it's not a child's body.
Right.
You can tell, like, there's a softness to it. And not that I was paying attention to her titties, but I was. Like, those are some real titties. Like, I was like, oh, look at.
She didn't have 3 kids.
Right. I was like, okay, she looks great. And this is what great looks like at this age. So I do appreciate that too.
Girl, can we get into the tea though?
Sure.
When people complaining, Beyonce was like, bet, we just take it off. Khalees. You got an issue? That's fine. We'll take your portion off and your name. That's okay.
I don't understand that. So I understand Khalees did this work. I understand she does not own the work, but she did the work. I also understand that nobody told her that this work was going to be on this album. And but she did get a credit for it, right?
Yeah.
So yes, somebody could have called her. Of course, somebody could have,
Mhm.
At the same time, though, if nobody did call you, if you didn't credit me on something or didn't call me in advance, I would call you and be like, hey, sis, I really would have appreciated a heads up.
Mhm.
It's good, but I would have appreciated a heads
Yeah.
up,
Yeah.
and then left it at that. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna come on here and
Right.
be like, and
Yep.
she could call me and blah, 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 blah. Like,
Right. Yep. Yep.
I don't understand. Like, I'm not saying that she got Beyonce's number, but she got
Right.
somebody on Beyonce's team's number. Like, you couldn't
Exactly.
call Nas and tell him to hit Jay up. I mean, he your baby daddy, he your ex-husband. You couldn't
He
call,
is. He is.
and be like, hey, babe, can you give me Ho's number so I can holler at him real quick and his wife? Like,
That's
I don't
true.
understand why that just couldn't happen. And then it just went not even back and forth. It went on for a second from Khaleesi's side. And then Beyonce just said, okay, delete.
That's a powerful world right there. Like, I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not gonna, this is my response.
Yeah. You don't want it on here? Fine. I'll make this
simple.
Yeah.
Boom. Especially in today's day and age with digital stuff, it's easier to do.
Girl.
So, but take you off. Okay, can we talk about the word, the spaz word?
Yes.
I feel so old. You know what I'm talking about? She had to take that. I'm like, oh my God.
Lizzo did too. Lizzo took it out first.
Right. I saw her talking about that on Breakfast Club, and I was just like, you don't know what you don't know, but it makes me really question, like, how much stuff, at our age, stuff that's completely inappropriate, things we listen to, stuff we watch.
Children who grew up in the 80s and 90s, everything that we love is inappropriate.
Right. I mean, not that I just use that word,
no,
but
I'm not joking. I'm not joking when I say everything that we love is inappropriate. Like,
jeez.
Which is really, really hard when people say, well, 10 years ago, you said this. I did.
Mm-hmm.
And it is what it is. Like, I don't know what you want me to say. I did that 10 years ago or 20 years ago.
Yeah,
and
that was the culture. Yeah.
And and I hate to say it this way, but those that were marginalized did not have a big enough megaphone, or maybe we just weren't listening to the megaphone to make it impactful to make those changes. Yeah. But now in today's age, everybody has a megaphone, and more things are definitely accepted now.
Yeah.
And so because of that, there's this, change, which, let me say this, nobody should be subjected to hate language, period, point blank. You know what I mean? But at the same time, as a child of the 80s and 90s,
yeah,
ain't nothing. I mean, everything was problematic. Everything. The love stories were problematic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love you, but I'm gonna mess up. I'm gonna come back, but you're gonna be here for me and wait for me. It's gonna be all right at the end.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of that. Yeah. So
bear with us, young folk.
Exactly. Even listening to stand up from then.
Right.
Like, you don't want to laugh now.
And you'd be like,
the shit was funny then. It was funny.
It was.
They were like, ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just okay.
I saw that and I was like, that's a bad word. I'll admit, in my ignorance, whatever you want to call it, just being a certain age, I was just like, you can't say that. Like, it was eye-opening, I will say. So
yeah.
There's that.
And there are still some things people say that they still don't like. People took spaz out quickly. Well, let me say this. Black people, Black women specifically, took that out quickly. But there are still sports teams with Native American names. Even though they're changing now, but folks have been crying about this and yelling about this for years, and it's like, nope. And so I'm just like, oh, we're listening to some voices. We still listen to all the voices.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, so I get it.
Yeah.
I did not know that was an issue. My daughter and I talked about it. I said, I don't understand it fully. However, I would never want to injure someone with my words. So therefore I would err on the side of caution, for that. But that's that.
So Beyonce's doing all the things.
That's when you own your stuff. She's like, let me edit that today.
Right.
Let's go ahead and take that on out. Remix it. Keep it pushing.
Do it.
I'm not mad at it.
Me either.
Y'all gonna buy these albums and keep it pushing and buy these concert tickets. So I should go sell every single one.
Very good.
It is. Yeah. I put my kids on standby. I said, look at here, get your money together. I hate to leave y'all behind the concert.
So bad because if I don't really get into this new album, I mean, that's what a majority of the performances are going to be. Obviously, her catalog is huge, but she's touring off of this new project. So, yeah. I mean, obviously, you still go. People will still go, but I don't like when I can't sing along at a concert. I really don't.
Well, I would listen to it before the concert. I would definitely listen to it and get it down before the concert because I wonder if the club vibe of the concert will make the album come alive.
Okay, for me. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, the production of it.
Or if I hear it at homecoming.
And yeah.
It might be something you have to experience. Some things you have to experience. Like, and then you're like, oh, I love it, So
yes.
One of them. So
I got you.
You know what she is?
What?
She's 40.
She is. She's gonna be 41 next month.
She is.
Nas's birthday is also in September. So big Virgo energy. Yeah, so things happen when you turn 40. So Neysa and I were talking about this prior to hitting record. And yeah. I feel like Nia Long and the Best Man, when she says my hormones are raging, I can relate. They're all over the place. My skin is okay, but I get random pimple things happening. No, it's not the monkeypox. Don't start.
God.
Well, I'm like, what is this? What is this random ache I'm having?
Ooh, that's it right there.
I had this a year ago. So yeah.
I didn't have that at 40. I talked shit at 40 because I did not have that at 40. Everybody told me at 40, your eyesight goes to hell. And 40 came and went, and I'm like, boom, I couldn't see no damn way. Didn't see no change, so I'm good. I thought I already was past it. Then 40 plus hits, and I was like, doing this, trying to see.
All right.
Like, what's wrong? And I was like, oh, it hit late. My stuff went back order apparently because it hit late. And then, the fight to lose weight. Woo! It used to be you run for a week, take a laxative, stomach's on flat, you together, drink some water, you good. Nowadays, you can run and run and run again and eat nothing but lettuce. And you gonna gain 2 pounds. You like,
oh,
like I gained 2 pounds. I ate nothing but lettuce.
The changes are, oh God.
What the hell? What the hell? Horny.
My Neysa, you didn't tell me that you were supposed to warn me.
No, I told you. They don't be listening.
Okay, that's fair. That sounds like me.
That sounds like me. I tell you. I tell everyone. I said, fuck retirement. Save all your money now for upkeep. Cause the horny's crazy. The just random things. Like, I don't know. It's just very interesting. You don't just bound out of the bed. Like, you know what? I don't just hop out the bed anymore. Like, okay, let me look at my toes first, make sure this foot's working before I step out. Because it might not hold me up. I ain't sure. Let's see. Are you awake with me? Okay, you're awake. Okay, let's go.
Girl, I know.
If you just hop up, you walk the crypt keeper to the bathroom. Like, why am I walking like this?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a fire drill at work, and I had to walk down 17, well, more than that. I guess 34 flights of steps. Yeah, because I'm on the 17th floor. So each, 2 flights for each floor. And, walking down, think nothing of it.
Yeah.
Why my thighs burning from walking down the steps?
Yeah, that's a workout.
I was like, I'm going downhill. I didn't even think that was gonna hurt. Cause I was like, downhill, nothing. Let me talk about these thighs. My thighs, you ain't been in the gym like you supposed to. So you thought this one would get you? And it got me late. And I was like, oh, these thighs are locked up on me. Okay. Yeah. It's hard. I will say that. My oldest is very, very, very strong-willed and has great willpower. Like out of everyone in the household, she's always had the best of willpower, which is great because I tell her right now, look at me. We have the round face syndrome. As you get older, your face spreads. And she was like, good, got it, notes. And she's like, I'm gonna work on this right now. She's in the gym right now. So, knowing she's this big right now, but she is aware, not afraid of, but just it's easier to maintain if you've always been doing it than it is trying to get it back. And I did not believe. I'm like, I'm cute. I've always been cute. It is what it is. And I had them babies and I was still cute, a little rounder, but I was still cute. But then I hit this 46. I'm like, wait a minute. Whoop, hold on. I'm gonna play. Help me. What happened? And my mom was like, I told you. I'm like, you right. You did tell me to work out. And I did not consistently do it. But yeah, no, it's definitely different now. And it's this weird space, which anytime you start working out for the first time, you're going to be super sore, but I'm in this space, like, it's going to hurt so bad. Like,
I don't recover like I used to.
No.
Like, my soreness, like I work out, but like, give me a couple of days, but now I'll be like the whole week if I do a really hard workout or something to shock my body. And I'm like, I'm still sore. Like I was in church on Sunday and I'm trying to praise the Lord, but my hands go here. They don't extend all the way. It was like, amen. Praise him. I can't get up with everybody else. I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah. I know. It's okay because it's this is my season.
It is your season.
We're in the crunch time before homecoming. So it's the season for me to put in the work. I wish I had the willpower to put in the work all the time. I'll be real transparent here. I'll work out really well when I'm having sex on a regular basis. Somebody see me naked, I put in work because I'm only be the sexiest person in the room. It's just what it is. So you're gonna see all this. I'm putting a good show. Homecoming also. It's another time of year where I work out consistently. Like I'm like put in the work because it's homecoming season. So yeah. Now I wish I was just not vain and horny to do it for 2 times a year, but it is what it is.
Those are your whys. That's why I train her to be like, find your why.
Exactly.
And go from there.
My why, because I want to make it clap.
And you can do that without all of that.
I mean, true. I want to be a good show. Fun to clap.
It's okay. I like the wisdom that comes along with aging. So
that is good.
That's a good thing.
I like the lack of caring that comes along with aging. I like that. I like the fact that I am who I am.
Yeah.
And I know me well. I know my flaws well. Some of them I work on, some of them I don't.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like
it is what it is.
So
yes.
Yeah, I like that. I was meeting with my nutritionist last week and she was like, that's very insightful. And I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna change that one though. But I know that one about me.
I love that. And medical professionals, the older the patient, you go get, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Go on and tell me, prescribe me the pill, whatever, but just know it just is what it is. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'm gonna do the things you asked me to do, but there are some things I'm just like, that's just not there yet. And it'll get there.
You know you.
Yeah, I know me. I know when I'm not ready to do stuff. I know me well.
Absolutely.
I know me well. So
Period.
me too though. And I know you too.
And I love you. I have a good to go.
Let's go.
Is it time for that?
You know what? I'm thinking my singers out in preparation for my vocal lessons. I'm just playing. First of all, you're gonna be encouraging about me singing, man. That's probably why I can't sing. Nobody ever encouraged me.
Have to encourage yourself.
But when I do, y'all be laughing at me.
So we love you. And you realize that not all gifts are for everybody. The Lord has blessed you with other gifts.
Because the Lord said I'd be a triple threat if he gave me a voice.
Exactly.
He ain't gonna act right. I'm like, I'm not. I'm not.
Oh my God. So with that said, I would like to point out that the podcast got a compliment. I was leaving church Sunday. This is probably somebody you know because you know everybody. But no, you do, especially at church. You do know the people. You do. That's okay. So it was a man. He's a cop. I don't know his name. We'll talk about it offline, I guess. I'll try to describe. But and he came up to me like as I was walking out, and he's like, "The podcast." You know, we don't know people.
The podcast.
Right. And I was like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "I love it. Keep up the good work. Tell Neysa, it's good. I really like it, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Thank you." And so that kind of spawned my Monday motivation to just keep going. Like so many times you and I've had the conversation. We know what the vision is for the podcast.
Yeah.
And nothing is wrong. Do not despise humble beginnings. Girl. Because somebody's listening. Y'all are listening. You're watching, you're sharing, like we want you to engage, all of that. But it was just very nice, to be like, oh wow, okay. So just keep going. That was my thing.
It's true. That's such the truth. There's two things I want to say about that.
Hit it.
For one, I always think about Tabitha Brown.
The
success she's having. And we know her from The Sandwich.
Yeah.
We don't know that she was doing videos for almost a year before The Sandwich.
Yeah.
And she was just doing it every day, put in the work, and not getting the views, but that one about a sandwich, I mean,
Yeah.
Totally changed her life, So I think that's amazing. I have to think about that. Because I always have these big dreams and I'm like, we're gonna do this. And then I'm like, wait a minute, we're here. Other thing, kind of similar to what you just said, was I remember after I wrote my book, I was having dinner with my mom at this burger spot near the house. And somebody walked a Black woman. She was like, "You're that writer." And I'm like, I am, like I am. And to me, it was just a moment where you never know what you're doing and who it's for. Yeah. We always think, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be Oprah. That might not be what the Lord called us to do. Now, Lord, look, I do want the Oprah money, and you've been blessed with the Oprah-ness. Come on now, I'll happily take it. But sometimes you're there to do something and you don't get to see even the ramifications of it, But if you have it burning in your heart, you should go ahead and do it and see what becomes of it. And I'd rather say I tried or I did it than not. So yeah, just keep going because we're going to keep going. Hence the go, ladies. And I'm going to go to these singing lessons with Face Mama.
Yes, I will let her know. She's
Ooh, I want to sing the Sweetheart song solo. That's my goal.
okay. Well, you tell her that's your goal, and
You
we
think
can
you
work
can get
on
me
it.
there?
She can do something. I love y'all. Thank you for listening. Neysa, where can they find us?
Apparently, not on SoundCloud. You can find us on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Anywhere you listen to your podcast, you can find us. We are there. So please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Let us know what you like. So we're out here making this content, and we love to engage with you. So, yay. Y'all have a good night. Bye.
Bye.